And rebooting is never quick, right?
Uh, with this laptop, it is just some seconds. It's fairly quick. So it's now just joining.
Is everybody ready to go, or
More
It's
into the breach.
starting now.
Yeah.
It's building up. Interface. Okay. Just choosing. Oh, he is.
there he is?
Okay.
And Jen, your audio's working, right?
It is.
Okay. All right. So to recap from last, or when our adventurers last met, they had just returned from the caverns. We're doing a little bit of resting up at the keep. I believe you visited Priest. You found that he was not, that he was looking pretty haggard, and it looks like the job of healing and tending to so many wounded uh, refugees seems to be taking a toll on his health. Um, and then you notice also there seemed to be some hubbub about the keep because the soldiers, the militia of the keep were getting kind of excited. There was some smoke, big smoke trail in the air, some miles distance. And you met with the captain of the guard, who suggested that she was sending a reconnaissance group to go south to investigate. And if I recall correctly, Vartan volunteered that he could create a portal large enough to send not only your group but also up to 20 other militiamen through the portal, and that would at least have the distance to the smoke, to the whatever is creating the smoke trail. Did I forget anything?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. So, Barton, you said everyone looks healthy. I don't see any wounds, but you say you are down some runes. Is that the problem?
Yeah, eight rooms because we went and did some stuff, and then I portaled us back to the keep, and I couldn't even use enough rooms to reset the portal in the keep. And then we went up to get healed, and then we got sent on our way to the next thing. So
Right.
because we didn't have a rest after we came back from the caverns.
Right. I think you had used healing prayers and healing tools to heal up, and have not had a chance to rest.
Not with the runes, I forget what it is I did with the runes, but I did some stuff. So
Okay. So it sounds like the group is down a little bit of magical and divine resources. So
but we should be okay. I will find ways of using what little I have.
yeah,
It's not the end of the world.
when all else fails, don't forget there's steel and bow, steel and wood.
Isn't that supposed to be our first choice?
Yeah, for some of you anyway.
Can,
But
can I just point out, just so that everybody realizes, We could just go north. Just saying.
Nah.
It's
Much
not.
better idea. But, oh well.
It's not too late. I mean, you could let the militiamen go through the portal and just kind of close it right behind them.
Just damn it! I forgot to step through in time.
Yeah. Best of luck, guys. What? Portal closes.
I don't think we can do that.
All right. So we'll start with that portal having been opened. So at the moment, I think you're about to step through it. Describe for me how you want to, how you want to proceed. Do the five of you want to lead, or do you want the militiamen to go? Just so you know, there's one lieutenant.
I should scout the rear ahead,
Okay.
probably.
So
Well, we've only got 4 rounds, so they will be piling in within a round after you.
Yeah. Now we'll say once your portal is open, you will see that there's nothing, no immediate danger. I mean, you're basically portaling. I don't think we picked exactly where the portal would go, so I'm going to assume it's going to the road. Since that's where you would guess the trail, the smoke trail is coming from, is somewhere south on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember, we couldn't see exactly where it was coming from. I was using my vision to see as far as I could.
Yep.
But so I could see that there was nothing where I was opening the portal.
Yep.
But it's as far as I'm confidently aware that I can put the portal.
That's right. You had to create the portal from the topmost, the highest point in the keep, so you could see the farthest.
Yeah, so basically I can create a portal to anywhere that I can see, and the chained runes that I use to do it otherwise is by using special linking runes and things to effectively see further. Well, not see further, but to link the runes so that it's not tied to my vision. It's tied to a different system.
Right.
But if I just cast a rune without the fold space rune, but without linking it to other runes, then it's limited to my vision. Basically, I need to be able to see where I'm putting it. That does include, I think, if I was seeing through some sort of scrying device or something, I could portal through it. But in this case, it's just let's see as far as I can and get us as close as we can.
Yep. So you manage the entire group manages to step through. You find yourself on the road, and at this point you're close enough that the smoke is getting quite thick and very acrid, and you get the strong sense of flesh being burned, some sort of animal being cooked.
They have a barbecue. Without us?
Without you.
Maybe they're preparing it for us.
And
It's going to be a big feast.
Exactly. And you estimated it's about 2 miles ahead of you down the road. So you're heading south on the road. The road is fairly clear. It's a fairly well-traveled road.
Is there any underbrushes to the sides of the road?
Yep, there is. There are small copses of trees here and there. There are occasional fields, but there's there is brush and small tree.
In this case, I would offer to scout ahead so that we don't run into an ambush or such.
Now, do you have a horse or are you on foot?
I actually own a horse, but I would prefer to go on foot because I can move silently, and I doubt that my horse has this ability.
Okay.
Not only that, we did hesitate on trying to get the horses up to the highest tower in the keep. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, logistically, it was. I recall. There was a bit of contemplation there. Okay, so let's see, 2 miles. How long? I'm assuming you're gonna not sprint but jog. so I don't know offhand what the rate is for that. Rather than worry about the time, let's talk about how you're gonna manage the group. Are the rest of you the main force going to just kind of walk and march south while Akias kind of runs ahead, or
I will take point and
okay?
try to kind of, I want to look out ahead and kind of shift my gaze around every once in a while, just kind of trying to detect if I sense any evil nearby,
Okay.
Anything that seems, out of the ordinary also.
Right. Well, other than the strong smoke and our smell of burning flesh, and I'm not talking, smells great on the grill burning it. This is something is being charred for sure. And there's a bit of sort of acrid tanginess, for lack of a better word, to the smell. So you begin marching south. There's a lieutenant, Lieutenant Brock. He has 2 sergeants, and then there are 15 soldiers, 15 troopers. So they fall in line behind Sorak, and you begin marching down the road.
Oh, wait a moment, friends. Maybe after I scouted the area, you should wait a little bit for me to do my chores in this endeavor. So I'd like to move silently in the underbrush
Mhm.
to the side of the road ahead, as long as I can, until I find something that might be an obstacle to us,
Right.
and then return back to report.
Well, the lieutenant's not entirely happy with the plan. He's kind of, it's like, we have to, time is of the essence. Obviously, something's burning, so I think we kind of need to keep moving. I don't think it's a good
Uh,
idea to
you,
just sit
you,
here in the open.
you won't help anybody if you die in an ambush. I try to convince him with reasoning.
Mm.
Roll it.
Yeah, sure. Good idea. All right. Let's get off the road, find an area here in the bushes, and make a small camp for a moment. You better do double time there, though, Rogue.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, and moving to the underbrush, I will make my way hastily as possible, as move silently lets me.
Yep. So eventually, after a couple of miles, the road will turn to the east, and you will begin to hear snarling sounds and crunching sounds, and perhaps even the crackle of a fire. And assuming you'll be off the road at that point. I know you said you're kind of lurking in the bushes, but that's pretty slow travel. But anyway, so you come around the bend, and if you'll open map, I suppose you all could open it, but this is really just for Alkias's purposes. It is shared on the road to Holmgren.
Okay. How was the name again?
On the road to Holmgren. Just look for on the road.
This. Perfect. Yeah, get it
Okay.
now.
So as you come around the bend, you see a sort of a grisly scene. Directly ahead of you, or directly on the road, there are three wagons that look severely damaged. There are the three horses pulling the wagons are dead on the ground. Surrounding them and apparently feasting upon the horse carcasses are several zombies. I shouldn't say zombies. I should say humanoid creatures which have ragged clothes, and their flesh looks something between charred and glistening. And as you look closer, you can even see there seems to be some sort of glowing ember in their skin. And let me try to add them, I guess. You can see them.
And this clearly is an active scene. It's not like these horses were here and dead for a long time and now they're suddenly being burnt.
Right. No, this has happened fairly recently, perhaps half an hour ago.
Um, did I have some knowledge about these strange creatures?
You can do a monster check. So give me a intelligence check.
Yeah, these are not the horses that we killed a month ago, right? Or not killed, but that were part of the party that we helped out a month ago.
No. These are what appear to be fairly laden wagons, but the wheels have been smashed. Their contents have seemed to be spilled on the road. These creatures, it's you don't know much about them other than you do sort of recognize them as zombie-like. They seem undead. You see lots of exposed skull or bones. The flesh is all of their flesh. It looks charred. And there appears to be two different kinds of creatures. There are the ones I just described, and then there are a few that are much larger, perhaps 8 foot tall, and they look very muscular. In fact, it looks like muscles have been grafted onto the exterior. So all you see is just muscle and sinew and vasculature, and their heads are very misshapen and grotesque. You also see off to the side of the road what looks to be some sort of funeral pyre. Several zombies are standing around the pyre, and just as you arrive, you see them toss a body onto the very large burning pyre.
Are they directed, or do they seem to act on their own behalf?
The ones feasting on the dead horse carcasses seem to just be randomly acting. They appear very engrossed in eating, and they're just ripping gobs of flesh off the horse carcasses. The ones that are closer to the fire appear to be more directed. There actually are a few other creatures here. There is a robed humanoid where he would be bald, except that where his bald head would be, it looks like the skin and any other tissue has been scraped away, and so you see his skull, the top of his skull, like he's wearing a skull cap, except it's actually his skull. you see two skeleton-like creatures with very thick black armor, like plate mail armor, on horses, and two of the zombie creatures are throwing a small child into two other wagons that are farther south. These are like cage wagons, so you see many children inside these two wagons, inside the cages. And just as you arrive, you see what looks like the last child being thrown into that cage.
Okay, so they are thrown to the cages alive and not into the fire.
Right, not into the fire. The body that you saw tossed in the fire looked like an adult male. And you can sense or kind of roughly see that there are other bodies smoldering on the fire.
Okay, somehow they took the children as slaves, as hostages. Can I count the children? How many are they roughly
You would have
on
to
the
get
wagons?
well. You'd have to get pretty close. Roughly, you could see there are about 8 in the nearest wagon, and there are about 12 in the farther wagon, the one that's farther south. Roughly.
Okay, I better not risk to be uncovered here. I just try to estimate how many zombies there are, so that I have a rough number I can report back, and I will sneak away and make haste back to the camp.
Well, all told, there are probably about 20 some creatures here. There's the one priest looking, the robed one with the skull cap. There are the two mounted skeletons in plate mail, and then
And the muscle, the gym goers.
I'm sorry, the muscular ones.
Yeah.
Let's see, there are probably 6 or 7.
Okay. They let undead pump iron nowadays. Strange. Okay, back with me to our group.
Okay. Are you going to just sort of head straight back, or are you going to continue to try to remain hidden?
I head back. This
Okay.
is the first obstacle if we want to ambush them, maybe, or get rid of them. I can still scout ahead any further, or do maybe maybe I just head along the road a little bit further to ensure that there are not more of them coming.
Okay. So you're going to continue farther down the road to the south.
Yep.
Yeah, north is actually to the left here. I realize he's rotated 90 degrees, but okay, so you're heading to the right, to the south, and
Yes.
I don't know how much time you want to take, but you can see that it looks like there's the road south is clear. There are
Okay.
this at least for the next, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile.
Okay, that should suffice. Then I head back immediately.
You're human, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you need light. All right. So I assume you'll get back to the group and relay what you've seen.
Yes, I report every detail I could make up, including the numbers, the children on the cards, the living, the the different kind of undead, how they looked, and especially this robed creature and his two plate-mailed companions.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 minutes to develop a plan, right, guys?
Yeah.
Well, you should keep in mind it looks like they've loaded the last child on a cart, and I'm sorry I didn't note that, but the carts, although you don't see it here, they do have horses attached.
That's
And
why I
the
said
carts are
5.
preparing to move south or north. Which way are they going? Towards us, away from us?
They are pointed south currently. They are still,
So
but they're pointed south.
if we want to save them, we should make haste.
Haste we should make. Let's go.
So how do we best use these soldiers to affect to ambush them? Because let's not just charge in with just us when we've got a bunch of soldiers with us. Do we lead and then the soldiers charge in? Do we send the soldiers around the flank? How are we going to do this? I think, yes, we need to make haste. We need to make haste in a semi-intelligent way. Let's spend just one minute talking about this.
Well, what is the lieutenant do as far as leading his own men? Charge right in, or does he have some sort of subterfuge charging through the woods after him?
Well, the lieutenant is sort of torn because he's not supremely confident that he was willing to risk his men for some children. So he seems to be contemplating it, and he's having a quick discussion with his sergeants. So at the moment, he's not offering any tactical solution.
If that conversation takes more than 30 seconds, I say we leave them behind.
No, I'm going to speak to them and explain to them that whatever force this is, they're not gathering for good and they're not going to stop here. If we can interrupt whatever they're doing, it can only be good for the keep in the long run. And I turn up the charisma to 10 while I'm...
to 11.
yeah, we'll have to 11.
Why don't we, if they're truly going to march farther north to the keep, why don't we just set up our own ambush?
Well, I think they're taking the children and the things south. Now, whatever fate reaches them, maybe they convert them to more troops or more, more undead. Maybe they use them for other dark magics that will not be good for the keep. If we can save these children, that's less issues that the keep will be having down the road.
Right, they could be future soldiers.
Could be future zombie soldiers. Or
future human soldiers of the keep.
Yeah, he's trying to give the military a reason to want to save the children.
Just ask him if he has children. Plead to his conscience.
Well, yes, I do.
They were yours.
And do you want us to pass the message on to the captain that you saw this happening and you decided to just not act?
Well, the captain, my orders were strictly to investigate, and if there was any obvious threat to the keep, to either eliminate it or to report back. I'm not sure I see the threat.
Cluster of undead on the road is not a threat to the keep. We will help you destroy these undead, but we do appreciate your help.
Well, tell me about the area. Can we set up an ambush? Can we set up some sort of attack? I don't want to just leave my men straight down the road.
Okay, yes, give him a briefing.
There are some trees
Okay.
the must be to the west, here up at the top.
Yep.
Which must be west then. Uh,
That is an
which we could-
elevated. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, that's an elevated sort of hill there, or berm, or whatever you want to call it. So, and that large granite would definitely provide cover as well. That boulder's probably 20 feet, 30 feet high. So, but go ahead.
There are plenty of spots we could use for an ambush.
Well, what's your
I
plan?
scribble a map for them.
Right, it's the old draw the attack plan in the dirt with sticks and stones.
As elaborated as possible.
The longer we discuss this, the farther away they get.
Hmm. Well, we could, just sort of assume you get there at some point, and just kind of lay out all of our tokens where you think you would want to start the attack from. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do you want the lieutenant's men?
How are they armed? Do they have any missiles?
Most of the foot soldiers are wearing leather. They all have swords and bows. The lieutenant has a long bow. He's wearing plate mail, and the two sergeants are wearing chain. And everyone has either both a sword and a bow, so they can either attack from ranged positions or.
I think that would be better, at least for them, to winnow down the numbers with their range by perhaps maybe attacking from sort of a concealed cover or something like that. There's no reason, at least reckoning, that they need to waste themselves rushing into the force. And we can probably do that for them. A couple well-placed fireballs, the other thing. Maybe we reduce the numbers well enough so it's a little bit fair
I
price.
don't know if fireballs would do any good. They look very charred. Maybe they are used to fire. Whatever. And we should definitely address the rope figure and his two accomplices, his lated friends.
As far as lieutenant's troops, that's my recommendation for them. Use your weapons, stay out of initial combat until it's absolutely necessary. If you see us being overwhelmed, and if you can, if not, send somebody back to the keep and let them know what happened.
Well, Lieutenant's thinking about maybe putting some men here. I think in some men here, somewhere in that area. And that gives him visibility to all three of these wagon groups. But what about this other? Maybe place some of his men here.
Yeah, so what's he got, 20 men?
Altogether, there are 18. So he's got 15 foot soldiers, the two sergeants, and the lieutenant.
All right, so like the 3 squads, yeah, you can set them up, separate that, and then, rain fire or where is optimal, and then we can interselect.
All right, so let me add them. We'll put. Oh my gosh. We'll put one sergeant here. That's some men.
he could take the place of one of the sergeants and instruct that sergeant if things go bad that he's the one to head back in case we're all obliterated.
Wait, I'm sorry. So say it again. I'm not sure I followed that completely.
You got 3 sergeants. Have him instruct one of them that at a certain point, if things are bad, then he will command that sergeant to go back to the camp and let them know what happened.
Oh, I
So that
see.
at least they know that there's a bit off.
Right. This looks like a pretty well defensible spot up there. So the lieutenant will come down here.
Which way south again? The left or the right?
To the right.
To the right.
Yeah.
Okay. So these carts on the left are pointing to the north at the moment, huh?
Right. They appear to have been heading up the road.
Okay, cool. And then the 2 carts on the right pointing south. Thank you.
I think. Oh. Now, are you able to place your tokens, or are you waiting for me to do that, or?
I don't know if we can. What would we need to drag them off the party sheet, or
Yeah,
how do we put
I
that?
think you can drag them off the party sheet.
No, not the party sheet. You can't. The combat tracker, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Is that working or no?
No.
Okay.
So if you just put them somewhere in the middle,
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
just
we'll
put them
drag.
right there by that big rock.
So should we split up and go with different groups of soldiers, or?
We should maybe concentrate focus on the big baddies. Because if they are dangerous and may possibly wield magic, we don't want them to come into action on the soldiers.
That's the
Maybe.
ones on the south side, the ones around the fire, and those 2 carts to the south. So we might want to be over here with these soldiers.
Yep.
Or we can creep around behind these rocks, so then we are attacking from 4 different directions at once. So we have soldiers, 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 and then us attacking from behind these rocks.
Okay, I see you, Varata.
Top right corner, yeah. What do you think
I
of that?
see you. I'm game for attacking from there. I just don't see my character.
It's right in kind of the middle of the left. Not too far from the leftmost horse corpse.
Okay. Ah, there I am.
Don't see him on there. I don't see my token on the map yet.
How about there? Next to Arista.
Okay.
I think change tactics. I think the sergeant would rather be up here, even at the risk of crossfire, which is pretty low because he's in an elevated position now. I think he gets a better shot. These creatures. Now, some of you will have probably noticed as everyone's sort of taking the half an hour to maneuver around and get in position, is anybody who would glance at the fire for more than a few minutes will notice that every few minutes it will appear as though one of the burning corpses will actually rise out of the fire and walk out of the fire and come around to stand beside the priest. And the priest is, as he's standing there, and he's holding a dagger high above his head and a bone in his left hand, and in his right hand he's long sort of some sort of long bone like a tibula or something like that, and he's just rhythmically kind of smacking them together. And as these zombies come around the corner, they walk up to him, and he sort of stretches out his hand, and the fire that is currently on them will go out, and then they will proceed to walking either to the horse. Well, actually, that's where they'll go. So they'll go to the horse carcasses to feed. These creatures that are coming out of the fire are a mix of men and women, although it's difficult to tell because all their clothes have burned off.
That doesn't make it easier to tell.
Well, I suppose they're
charred.
Yeah. I mean, their flesh is mostly charred, so it won't be easy to detect the genitalia. But yeah, I suppose the women would have probably breasts at some point that you might be able to feel it close enough. But at this point, everyone's 100 yards away or more. So
Zombie's a zombie. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
There's a risk to really want to be there all on our own.
Yeah. Have you seen your token?
Again?
Arista, your token is way on the left-hand side of the map, and your party has abandoned you, and they're basically, I think you're some sort of bait. You run out into the middle of the road, draw their attention. While they start shambling after you, they get hit in the back by the party. Did you volunteer for
Oh.
In my description, I missed that everybody moved their token.
Brave of you.
that? Very brave. All right, so we've set this up by assuming we're setting up some sort of ambush here. Have you decided what the how to initiate this attack? Someone gonna wait like a bird, or someone gonna fire the first
When
shot?
the first, yeah, I'd say when the first arrow flies, then attack.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
All right, so who wants to take the first shot? And on to, what is your target?
I'm ready to go. This
Okay.
evil is making
Yeah.
me angry.
So I will shoot the unidentified creature first.
Okay, which is, well, the H is a human. I'm sorry, so I should probably. That's a child.
Oh, then I'm not shooting.
Sorry. I thought the H would be a dead giveaway that it was human, but
Well, if it was human, I thought it might have been some bad human or something.
No, it was a child.
Humanoid.
I shouldn't. I'm sorry. I should have moved it. When Alkia saw it getting loaded into the wagon, that was sort of the last.
See his arm dangling out. Help!
Yes. So the children at the back on the closer wagon, the one to the left, appear to be screaming and hollering and trying to reach out because they see what is probably their parents being thrown on the pyre.
We do only see one H. That's correct.
Yes, but there are
Okay.
actually many children in both wagons. I just didn't want to clutter up this screen with a whole bunch of tokens.
I see. Which we're definitely not already doing, are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I will shoot that there creature that I'm aiming at.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What?
Strange armed skeleton 2.
Okay. Now,
So is
it's
everyone
up.
where they want to be before I shoot? Make sure your character placement is exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
Tor and Sorek, don't you want to be in charge range, which needs to be a straight line, not behind rocks? I would guess.
I think that would. If we kind of.
Yeah, Tor,
I
are
definitely
you
want to charge.
So you don't want to be behind the rocks. So.
Yeah, like I said, I thought that would cue them off. That would ruin the surprise. Now I come trundling out of the woods, but if it's the sign, then that's a good sign as any.
If you're just tucked behind the rocks, there, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I will roll if you're where you want to be. Wish me luck. I'll use a silver.
Okay.
And I just wounded it. Okay, and that's the sign.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You probably did not because I have to adjust hit points. I just realized. My apologies. Shoot. Oh my gosh, those hit points are not right at all. Let's go. Bear with me a second here. When we get going, I'm just gonna make large movements, so we're not gonna roll every single hit. I think we're good. One more thing. Where is? Yes. Okay. So you did get a hit on which creature? You said it was the mounted.
Thuggish.
Strange armed skeleton 2.
Yes. Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and start re-rolling initiative.
I'm sorry, can we be clear? Are the cursed zombies the ones that have recently been turned into zombies?
It's a mix. They look the same as the other zombies already feeding on the horse flesh on the horses. So there are essentially three kinds of zombies. There are the kind that appear to just be charred skin that are feeding on the horses. There are the bigger brutes, which look to be giant, muscled, constructed creatures, perhaps. And there are the mounted soldier skeletons. Yeah, they look more like skeletons. They have much less flesh. They look like they're wearing something like plate armor. And then finally, the cleric, the priestly-looking creature who is apparently engrossed in creating creatures from the fire.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So let's see, top of the order. We're just gonna make a bunch of rolls for.
We are to roll as well.
No, I'm just making some moves so we can move through this quickly. Okay, so at
Okay.
that point, you hear the mounted skeleton who looks completely surprised as the arrow strikes him, and you hear him say "Grach Bri!" And suddenly these zombies near him sort of shamble over, heading towards your group standing by the boulders. Thorak, you're up.
Okay. Well, what I really want to do is charge towards the strange cleric,
Okay.
but no way I'm going to get there in this turn. So
You could, well, you wouldn't be able to do it as a charge, but I think you could run it, right?
I could run it, but that's like
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go
that's what
dwarven
I would
feet.
like.
Go. Okay.
Yes, go dwarven feet.
So are you going to just hug the tree line there, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to essentially just run through the trees as much as I can, as much as a straight line as I can.
Okay. So I would say that get you right next to that zombie near the trees. Or you gonna? Yeah, I was gonna say you're not running through the trees. That would be way too slow.
Yeah, no, as fast as I can move.
Okay, so you just take off barreling towards that
Yep.
cleric. All right, Tor, go ahead and go.
All right. I'm going to move up. And then I'm going to attempt to turn the ones that are within 60 feet of me.
Okay. I don't believe there's a roll. I wish I could remember how this worked. It's been a while.
It
That's a roll.
is.
Oh, that's a roll. Yeah,
it's a
to determine
wisdom
how many
check.
hit dice.
Yep, it's a wisdom check type roll.
And it's prime. So what is it? The amount you beat the check by is how many hit dice you turn, or?
No, it's a D12 for the number of them. The
number.
roll, let's see.
Well, you made the check for sure.
Okay, and then I just roll a D12 for the number.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1D12 plus charisma modifier, which is a 0.
Right.
So 1D12.
And what is the rule for high hit dice creatures?
I got 2, sadly.
Well, it would have impact the low hit dice first. It would roll
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah, if I'm 5 hit dice, or if I'm more than 5 or more higher, they're destroyed. But other than that, I got 2 of them.
Okay.
so maybe two.
Wait, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to figure out is I thought that above a certain level of hit dice they were not turned, or am I still confusing 1E rules?
There's different
I
types of
don't
undead.
see anything in here.
Okay. So the D12 roll is how many are affected?
Yeah, it just says the number of undead will be 1d12 plus the cleric charisma modifier, but it does reference a turning undead section below, but I don't have access to
Okay.
that. So there might be details.
All right. Well, you certainly got the first two booked based on that roll. Oh, plus charisma, and the charisma is
0.
0.
That's a 0.
All right. So immediately two start heading towards the group of men below who will just take their turn. I think what we'll do is just kind of go in groups here. So we'll deal with the men below first. Let's take a couple of shots.
So yeah, there's three categories of undead. He would turn 1d12 common undead, 1d6 extraordinary undead, or 1 unique undead.
Right. Okay, that's right. I knew there was something about the hit dice. 9 and 10. And let's just... So as these creatures start running, they head straight towards the group of men below. They are also going to fire towards the group surrounding the fire. And legitimately miss everything. Okay. So they moved. Okay, the group by the fire who have seen arrows fly by them. The cleric will not stop what he's doing. The armed skeleton will also shout "Grakri" and start galloping this way. And I think actually he will. Yeah, he doesn't care about his lesser minions. And this zombie will make it to here. He will be there, but he is now on a full charge, heading towards Tor. Who else was up? Arista, why don't you go?
Alcius, would it be helpful if you were invisible? I can make you invisible. Should I make you invisible?
Way to pre-plan there, Arista.
I was
really thought that I
planning.
should do that.
I was
Arista, you've been looking for a fireball target, and I see lots of undead in the middle of 3 carts that are
Yeah.
kind of
I would advise against the fireball. I mean, they were created out of fire. I'm not sure if this will do any good.
This is my concern also. I wonder if once we kill the dude, if their affliction would be able to be reversed. So I don't want to attack them if I can avoid it. So I'm just waiting for an answer from Alcius.
It would be nice idea because I wanted to move closer to the strange cleric and shoot at him. If I were
This is my thinking.
yes, okay, very
Okay, I'll
fine
make you
idea.
invisible. I'm sorry, did we take a rest before we came out here? We did not, correct?
You did not.
Correct.
we did not.
Okay, I'm going to cast invisibility on Alcius. And then one more question. These trees are these trees here or shrubbery?
Those are trees about 10 to 15 feet tall. So they are
Okay,
small.
so the foliage is over my head.
Yes.
Which makes great line of sight, really crummy place to hide. Gotcha. All right, I think I'm going to try and sneak behind a trunk of one of the trees.
Okay, and I think I'm almost done, and we're getting down the order here. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, Alkeus. You feel a tingling
Um,
sensation,
Was
and
I able to
suddenly,
sneak?
what's that?
Was I able to
if
sneak? How do I do that?
Well, you would have concealment and cover. You don't have to check for that, but you're not going to make that distance. I mean, it's quite thick, so you would only be able to move about 15 feet. Because remember, you just cast. So I think you were standing fairly near Alkeus. I mean, you could make it to maybe here.
That makes more sense. I didn't realize the distance was that far. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. So you start to disappear into the brush, and for the moment, you have concealment and cover. But I'm sorry, Alkeus,
Excellent.
go
Thank
ahead.
you.
if I would fire out of invisibility, would it make me visible again?
I don't,
Or how
that's a
does it
good
work
question.
here?
Spellcaster?
Because otherwise, I would try to move as closely to the strange cleric as possible to sneak on him maybe, and do some sneak damage, which might be a better idea. If I just move the whole round, would I come close to Sorak? Or how far could I?
Yeah, well, you have longer legs than Sorek. So while
Yes.
he has to huff and puff to
Rub it
get that
in.
far,
Rub it in.
you could make it that far easily. And
Uh,
making an attack would break your invisibility, but moving and such
okay,
won't.
okay, then I would just move. How far could I get with my longer legs?
If you are in a full out run, and since you're invisible, you wouldn't worry about being attacked. You could make it and stand about 10 feet from the cleric if that's where you're heading. Yeah, right about there.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm
Uh,
looking forward to get the drop on him.
okay. So the group, the militia group up in the northeast corner, launched a volley of arrows down at the zombies, uh, eating the horse carcass. As did the militia group on the west side. They took out several with that volley, and Baraton, you're up.
I think I'll take another shot at that strange armed skeleton. Did the silver arrow appear to have any extra effect on him or not?
It didn't seem to have any additional effect. It's difficult to tell. I mean, it struck home.
Oof. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to tickle him to death.
Yeah, I can't help you with that. And again, you don't think that the arrow had much additional effect. The silverness of the arrow. How's that?
No, this time I used the black-fletched arrow.
Oh, this time you used the black fletch. Ah, okay. Um, you will notice it does seem to have an additional. It's sort of a puff of sort of vapor, smoky vapor, emanates from the creature's flesh as it sinks, and this is
Oh, okay.
Skeleton 2. Skeleton 2. Where'd you go, buddy?
Strange armed skeleton too. Yeah. He's the only wounded
Low
one, I
core.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. I think that was all the party, and now lots of movement's going to ensue. Arista, you're up.
Okay. I would like to move this way again without any kind of alerting anyone to my presence
Okay.
for 30 feet.
Okay. You traipse through the brush and thicket there. Now, if you want to flat out run, you could make it to the edge of the trees there with a carefree run.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to cast at the same time. So
No, that's
I
true.
want to be able to cast when I'm seen.
Fair enough. Anything else?
So that's it.
All right, Sorak.
Okay. I want to charge. I don't know if I'm close enough yet.
What is your normal movement rate? Is 20, right? You're
Yeah.
plated up, so a charge would be 40 feet.
Yeah. Huffing and puffing, baby. I'm like a tank coming through.
Okay. Well, you almost get there.
Yeah.
Definitely next round.
Email.
All right, Tor, I'll let you go next, and then everyone is all the monsters go in this area.
Okay. So of the group that's right next to me or within 60 feet of me, are there any anything other than just zombies, meaning for purposes of a turn, so common undead, any extraordinary undead that I need to roll a different die for?
No, extraordinary.
Okay.
Well, within
Then I'm
60
going to
feet, I
attempt
should
another
say.
turn.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. All right. 1 second here.
Oof. Try to dig deep. That's not you miss your wisdom check.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you want to move or
And
anything, or are you
that'll-
just going to wait and try again next round?
Well, I can't try on this group because I failed. So I'll have to be in the group, but I'm going to stand.
Okay. Keep in mind, you do see that one of these guys is barreling down on you.
Which guy was that? Would that be?
It's this guy. He's
The
on
guy who Baraton has hit.
Yeah, the one that's being shot.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, this guy already came through this group. Where's my move? There he is. That guy busted through with his horse, so he is just a few feet from you, in a more or less full charge.
Okay. Well, then I'm okay. Did not. So I'm going to reposition so as to blunt the charge. So we'll move over here. So he has to redirect.
Okay.
And if I hop over that tongue of the wagon.
Okay. That's kind of a bit of a full movement there. I will let it go. I don't want to have to wait too many rolls here already. Who is next? No, let's do him last. Let's get the rest of these guys. Okay, so Strange Arm Skeleton 1 is kind of like, well, where are you going? And let's see, does he see anybody else? No, he's going to have to slow down, stop his horse, and then begin his charge again. So he's going to start moving this way, chasing you around the wagon. These creatures are going to shamble around the wagon. And this one is going to start charging his horse this way.
I'm hoping the soldiers are doing something to her. Or are they just watching, entertained?
No, I'm sort of going group by group, so I'm
Okay,
basically
cool.
split
No
this
worries,
into
no
like
worries.
3 or 4 groups, so to kind of keep this moving. So right now I'm moving everybody on the north side or the south side of the fire. Cursed Zombie 1 is going to yeah, he's obeying his master, so he's going to start moving this way. These creatures have not yet been anointed, so they're coming around the corner and coming after. All right. Alkias. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. My strange cleric. Strange cleric will stop chanting and will turn around and start to mutter some words. And suddenly, up from the ground in a large area, let me see if I can mark that off real quick. Everyone in this quadrant needs to give me a dexterity check as arms, skeletal arms, break from the ground up to grab at your ankles.
I'm cut in half. Am I still within or
No, you're
without?
within.
Or?
It's and actually so would Tor.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
This is just a dex check.
Just a dex check. Actually, Alkias, I'm gonna go ahead and let you evade that since you're invisible. All right, and it looks like Tor failed, and Sorak, let's see, Tor, that's Dex, and it is Prime?
No, it's
No, no, I'm talking to
secondary
Tor.
for both of us. Yeah, for both of us, it's second.
No, it's, yeah,
It's secondary means second prime, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it just
No,
means
you have 2 primes and everything else is secondary.
gotcha. Okay, yeah. So Tor, you failed. Sorak, you just made it. So Tor, you are now effectively rooted for 2 rounds as these arms, these skeletal
which
arms.
means
That means you are unable to move. Now you can, if you want,
got it.
try to kick yourself free, but that would basically be all of your movement next round. Okay. All right, bar time. Before we get to you, let me take care of these other 2 groups real quick.
I'll be right
I should
back, guys.
probably
I
just
need to
roll a whole bunch of these
take a
at
quick
once.
break.
There we go. 17, the 15, the 19. We'll get the right tool. So he's gone. And we'll go ahead and give him some hurt. What are you? You are there. You've already had some hurt. Okay, and we'll get rid of you. Now zombies go, and these zombies are going to start charging. And one of the zombies will sort of, you'll see us. Yeah, I'm not sure you guys would see this, so I won't describe it yet.
Sorry, the kids were just distracting me. Did I miss anything?
Nope, not yet. And let's see. Alkias, go ahead.
Okay. First, I move behind his back.
Okay.
And now I have a question because I have two abilities suiting the situation, back attack and sneak attack. Would they add up or do I have to choose one of both?
You'll have to choose. I think the sneak attack is more powerful, isn't it?
No, in fact, it's the back attack because the back attack doubles the damage and I get a
Okay.
+4 to hit, and the sneak attack only gives me +2 to hit and a flat +4 to damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Then I will use the back attack, which grants me +4 on the modifier. Okay, a quick prayer to my God. And then I step in with my rapier of 1,000 cuts. I hope it cuts.
But at least you hit him.
Right.
I hit him. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's in this game. If he's undead, do I still make double damage with my back attack?
You are attacking with a bladed weapon. So I think you need to roll it, and then we'll figure out what the actual damage is. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Did that add correctly?
Yes, and now it depends of if I'm granted double damage or not. If it's double damage, then I did 16.
Right. No, you're. It appears as though your blade does do full damage.
The whole damage? Okay, then it's 16.
Yep, I already took care of it.
Woo! It feels good.
Okay, let's see. Who has not gone? Vartan.
So the target that I was shooting at, he's on the other side of the cart, but he's mounted, yeah?
He is mounted, but he's behind the cage. Remember, there's a cage on top of these wagons.
Okay.
So you'll be shooting through children. I mean, you could take a shot.
No, I won't shoot through children. I'll shoot strange arm skeleton number 1 instead.
His back is to you, so.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, let's go. Another black fletched arrow this time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the bonus for back attacking from the rear is, but I'll worry about it if I miss.
Yeah. It would be a miss. It's a 17. I would give you 2 for the elevated back, so that's 19. So that'd be just hit.
Well, just is good enough. Okay.
Using a black.
And I actually hit this one with a decent hit, with the black flesh arrow. After firing, I kind of duck down behind a tree, assuming there is one.
Okay.
So I fire and then duck down, try and get out of sight a bit.
Right. Let's see. I think he's still. Yeah, you have not broke his focus. Let's see. Who has not gone yet? I think that was everyone. I think all the monsters got a chance to go. Or three 3 groups of them. Oh, militiamen below did not shoot yet. Okay, so 3, 4. What do we got? 3, 7.
Arista, so that you know, the invisibility did the trick. I sneaked him and I did double damage, 16 points.
Right.
Excellent. I have more tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, crit. How many do we have?
But now the
2,
bad.
3, 4, 5.
It's still alive.
5, 5, 5, 5. Ooh, okay. I got good news and bad news. Okay, so one of the group to the south has critted. Tor, I think since you're sort of in the most unfortunate area, why don't you roll me a d6, figure out who he critted, and to help me out.
Oh,
Okay, and that means he's critted the one closest to you. We also have a really bad miss. So roll me another d. Well, wait a minute. Let me think. Roll me a d8 to figure out who the miss hits. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. It went into the wagon. So, someone's not going to have a good day here. Crit. On Mr. 2. Where did you go, Mr. 2? Okay. And he, as the arrow slams home, straight through the what would be his eyes. He has a shocked look, and you see a small poof of green flame, and he just slumps and falls off the horse. Oh, I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the child.
No, the child. And the child. So two creatures fall this round. One is the large skeletal, mounted horseman that's very close to you. He will sort of fall off his horse mid-stride, and right behind him, a small child will quickly expire as well. Yeah, cry out and then.
that is sad.
So, Strange Arm Skeleton 2 is down but not dead.
He is dead. Well, he's more dead.
Okay. Okay. Incapacitated.
He's incapacitated. Yeah, he's deader. What do you need? Okay, let's go another round. Sorak, you're up.
Okay. I am going to ignore those zombies and make my charge forward to the strange cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the rest.
And we are going to swing and not do that. And not do that.
Wow. Okay.
That is not what I want. It's because I had to run so much.
Exactly. You're kind of ran out of steam.
Hopefully I didn't just throw my axe right into poor Elkiest.
No.
I'm so like,
Man.
and I swing and it just comes out of my hand.
Okay. If you go into tables, there should be a table called Fumble. Oh, it is not shared. Hold on. Share record.
No.
Share record.
Oh.
If you open that table, there should be a roll button. Would you please
yes.
press that roll button?
I don't want to press it. Automatic miss. I did not want a fumble effect.
Yeah.
Fumble effects are not Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead
I'm
and look the
looking at that.
monsters.
That's a nice new addition. I like that.
The cleric, who does not like being boxed in, want to take shuffling step, without a defensive step, and he is going to begin muttering again. And it sounds like some strange guttural, somewhere between a hiss and a growl. And oh, this is too complicated to do now. Let's see. Let's both Alkeus and Sorak give me Constitution saves.
Okay. I get a +2 because he's evil.
Okay. You can't go watch this upstairs on the TV.
Run, roll well, roll well.
Okay.
Please tell me 15 is enough.
I'm trying to figure out what the addition. So it's level plus your con bonus. That's right. You have high con. I'm looking at Alkeus.
Yeah.
But it's not prime. Oh, Alkeus. I'm so sorry. And Sorak, it is prime, so you make it. Alkeus, unfortunately, you feel a strange sensation as glowing embers begin to sort of wrap around your skin, and they begin burning you. So you can begin with 6 points of burning damage.
Ouch.
And essentially, what it looks like is like your skin sort of immediately scabs up and becomes like glowing ember. Like your skin is caught on fire and is now becoming charcoal. That was Sorak. Vartan, why don't you go next, and then I'll do a couple more.
Okay, I'm really got it in for these strange armed zombies, so I'm gonna hurl another black fleshed arrow down at the one. Has he still got his back to me? That's very
He
careless
does.
of
He
him.
does. He's still focused on Tor.
Nice.
Ooh. And again, I duck down behind a bush.
To
A tree.
Mr. One, right? Oh. If he had flesh and blood, he would be bleeding. That helps. The Well, I need to move the rest
So
of these
punched a
guys.
decent sized piece of dead flesh off his shoulder.
And oh, nice. Okay. So skeleton 2 is gone. Zombie, this cursed zombie is going to make it. He is going to complete his charge with what undeath life he has left. He is going to, let's see. He's going to get knocked down by the horse. So this zombie's on the ground, and this zombie's clamoring over his brother to attack. So we got 3 attacks. Uh, 15. Give me a second, Mr. Zombie. What is your bonus? +3 is 19. What's your AC? Tor?
So 1 hit. I have a 19 AC.
Ooh, okay. Well, the good news is he wasn't at full charge. Oh, why are you not rolling? Yeah, I hit to double click. That's right. So That's 7 points of damage. I'm sorry, 8. And the other 2 miss. I think that's... Oh, these guys need to close in. On Sorak.
Bring it on.
One of them has your back. But he's the 6. So, that's right. You have some insane AC, so I'm not even going to do the math.
I have a 21, and then because they're evil, I get another 2. So 23 AC against evil.
Okay. The group to the south gets in 2 hits, and Tor, will you please roll me a d6 again? Okay. Good news is the miss actually ends up hitting an enemy target anyway. So take out that zombie, that zombie, leaving the large. I'm sorry, the mounted skeleton, and we got 1 hit here, and 2 hits here. And that was Varaton that took the shot. Arista, you're up.
Yay. Okay. So I'm going to come right up to the edge here, and I'm going to cast haste on Sorak.
Is that a ranged spell?
Yes, it's a 50-foot range,
Okay. Oh, I see you're measuring. Okay.
and it's good. It's good for 1 round per level.
So 3 rounds?
Yeah, 3 rounds. There is a resistance if he wants to resist it.
No.
I didn't think you'd want to. So it conveys to you a double move and double number of attacks.
Yes. Nice. Let's see if I can actually put that to use.
Okay, Alkeus. Why don't you go ahead?
Okay, I read up sneak attack, and the funny thing is, you were right. Back attack was the right thing to do. You have to be hidden, but you don't have to be hidden for sneak attack. It can be used if the enemy is unsuspecting. I would like to try and deceive him by crying in pain and making him believe that I'm in such a pain that I'm no danger to him anymore. And then I try to surprise him and sneak attack him.
Okay.
It might be far-fetched, but maybe it works.
All right, you're trying to sell a feint. What would that be? I guess charisma. So give me a charisma check. But this, I mean, you're standing in front of him and you're trying to sell a feint to
Yeah.
a fairly clever individual.
A kind of how could you say wounded duck.
Yes.
Mother.
Oh, the pain, the agony.
Yes.
He doesn't seem to buy it. So as you're trying to feign it,
Okay,
he just
then,
sort of
then I still attack them.
Okay.
Okay, it was worth a try.
Yeah.
I'm not an actor. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm-mm.
'Twas worth a shot. One. Virgin. Why are you not telling me which icon this is? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, we'll just guess. Okay. That was Alkeus, and finally Tor.
Okay, I'm going to attack the strange skeleton number 1.
Oh, wow. Well,
Double damage plus.
D6. You're welcome to roll it. I can tell you right now, you don't need to, but
Yeah. What?
squiggles and giggles.
Was that my pincushion you just killed?
Yes.
Right.
You soften him up. Tor takes him down.
Yeah.
Ah, typical.
Flail takes
Yep.
his head right off.
Get your own target, orc.
Always take down the wounded one. Always.
It's the law of the world.
I think, and these guys are gonna prepare for a hand-to-hand combat. All right, let's go new round. Vartan, why don't you go first?
Right, I'm going to try and move down to get a shot at that strange cleric. So I'm going to move to about here if I can. I think that's long range, so I might get a negative to my hit.
Yeah, well, not only that, quite honestly, I don't think you have line of sight. I mean, you're shooting through trees at that angle. So if you come down
Okay.
farther to the rocks, I think you could kind of squint and call it good.
Okay.
But you're shooting through
See
trees there. Nah, you're still shooting through
Okay.
trees.
Okay, I will. I don't have a line of sight on anything except that cursed zombie, and I'll leave that one to Tor. I'll suck it up and take the negative for shooting through trees. Let's
Okay.
boom in. So I draw a silver arrow, and I will take a pot shot.
All right.
Oh, sorry, whichever one comes. Oh, they're both 12s. Okay, well, that's easy. Because I didn't clear my targets. I thought I did clear my targets.
That's all right. That would be
Strange cleric. It's an 18.
Yeah, but hold on. Double check his. See.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting you.
So you just miss.
Strange arm skeleton one. I can't remove the target because you cleared them off the board. Can you clear my targets, please?
Oh.
Well, I click clear targets, but it stayed on.
That's really weird. You know, I don't know if I can do that.
Okay. Each time I roll an attack, then it'll just roll twice. So we have to
Right.
ignore the strange skeleton one.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to do that.
No, that's all right. I'll see if I can remove it another way. But okay,
Yep.
pass the turn on to someone else.
All right. Well, at any rate, you do barely miss the strange cleric wizard. The arrow flies just A little too high. Oh my gosh. Target you all.
I'm trying.
No, it still won't
Yeah.
let you. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to add everything, remove everything, but I'll find it. Carry on.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you there. Let's see. That was Vartan, and then I think I need to move all these creatures. The cleric is going to take another step backwards and begin to mumble strange sounding again, somewhere between a hiss and a growl. And this zombie, for what it's worth, is going to take a shot at the cleric. Oh, and hit. Oh, I forgot. Oh, these zombies. I played them dumber than they are. So, 3 points of damage to Tor. And we'll call these, we'll just call them. They're so close they wouldn't, but. And neither is going to hit Sorak. He has been confounding just about every creature he fights. Let's see, that's it. So next will be Tor. I think your 2 rounds are up.
Attack the 2 rounds of what?
Being rooted.
Oh, I still got to go to attack. I'm not worried about that yet.
Okay.
Son of a misbegotten whore. My dice stink today. That's it for me.
All right, Sorak, you got 2 zombies on your back and that strange muttering priest.
Take a step forward.
Is there a reason why I got skipped?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We'll come back to you.
forward.
We'll come back.
Swing number 1. That's a hit, baby.
That's on the cleric. Oh my goodness.
Arr!
All right. So as you swipe at him with that beautiful gilded axe, as you cleave him in 2, essentially, his body just bursts into flames, immediately sending showers of spark and flame and burning matter in all directions. So, Alkias and Sorak, give me dexterity saves, please. You're trying to beat a 20.
That's a no.
Ah! It rolled from an
Almost.
18 to a 5.
Yeah.
All right. So 5 points to each of you. I will also take care of these guys. Cleric is gone. He exploded. Gone. And 1 for.
I was worried I was going to have to step out of hiding to cast my next spell because he was too far away.
Four. Bear with me a second.
Since I'm hasted, can I at least do another half?
Oh, that's
action?
right. Yes, you have another action.
And my half action is I want to look to try to discern where the most evil thing is near me.
Can't believe I just did. I deleted all tokens, didn't I? Dang it! Oh,
Yeah.
Scheiße! Scheiße!
Undo.
Oh, fantasy ground. How many
I didn't
ways?
realize that he was a
How many
nuclear priest.
ways do I love thee? Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank
We've
you.
all been obliterated.
Interesting. So you know Scheiße as well.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we know.
Frack. That's goblin for something.
Same thing.
Oh
Or
my
you could say
goodness.
fuzzy duckling or fuzzy duck.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, so all is not lost. Well, maybe it is because I just added twice the militiamen. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, bear with me a
Control
moment.
doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Well, at least we still have them on the combat tracker.
Yeah. And I just polluted the combat tracker with too many militiamen. So, delete that guy. It's always two clicks to confirm, except when you're deleting all tokens. And then it's just go ahead and do it. You know?
Well, yeah, that's not something someone would do by mistake. That's clearly intentional.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
it clearly
No,
does not need a confirmation.
Are you really sure you want to delete everything on the board? Oh yeah, because we're done with this combat.
Yeah, no.
Sorta. No.
Well, we defeated the strange cleric,
Yeah.
and one of his higher ups was killed as well.
Yeah, but there was a glowy eye.
15. Yes, there was.
And an unidentified creature.
I thought we identified the unidentified creature as a child.
You are correct. Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's
there
right.
is the glowing eyed zombie
He-
and several thug zombies.
9. He's not here. He's gone. Oh, I could just. Why don't I do that? Well, that'll teach me to run any kind of big combat. That's it. They're all going to be solo monsters from here on out.
Good,
Great.
good. I like this.
We can concentrate fire.
Not only that, but if they're nasty, then they can only eat one of us while the others run. You know?
There you go. Although the first time we had a near TPK, there was only one critter.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we
there
would have
was.
finished then. We didn't run after the first person charged in and go,
Oh, Lieutenant,
For
where did you go?
spirits when they
Where
were
did you go,
reborn.
Lieutenant? Where did you go, Lieutenant? Come on, mate. Where are you?
Yes. As our
Lieutenant.
spirits were reborn, we learned that lesson.
Don't touch anything that might be cursed.
Well, I never touched the cursed item.
Or don't break down the wall that was clearly made to keep something in.
Nah, I'm still not sure on that one.
Oh, there's no sergeant.
Don't pursue the thing that is clearly above your level by far.
That might be the one. That might be the one.
So out of the 3 lessons to have been learned there, we only learned one of them.
No, there have been barriers we have not opened. There have been enemies we have not engaged. We've been doing very well so far. We're not dead yet.
Yes,
I'm going to go for a
being
walk.
shat out the back end of a worm was more than enough to teach us a lesson. Even though the worm did die.
Okay, I think it was one of those guys left. No, there were 2.
Well, Mark's working out his problems. Should we explain what happened here?
It doesn't need to be explained. It really doesn't. It was a lesson learned.
I think Arista just wants to explain it because she survived.
Yes,
I
I'm
was the
sure
only
that's
one
why.
that survived.
Yes.
She
She wouldn't go in.
Yeah, because I'm like, hey guys, the wall's there for a reason. Why are we going past the wall? And they're all like, oh no, let's go past the wall. There's something out back there needs to be killed, murder hobos.
We're tough and mighty. We can do it.
At level
We-
1.
didn't we?
I don't think we were level 1. I think we were 2.
I'm pretty sure we were level 1.
Maybe we were 2. Purple worms are not a problem for level 2.
No, never.
Except when they are, of course. But you know, that's
Yeah.
that's the exception rather than
Not a problem for the purple worm to digest.
I think that the purple worm itself wasn't the entire problem. I think that it was the character that was compelled to seek it out because it was carrying the dagger that wanted blood.
It wanted its blood. Or something.
I think the dagger
Yes.
wanted any kind of blood it could get.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Don't touch the shiny objects that are locked in chests.
And wrapped in cloths.
Yeah.
And have sheaths with writing on the outside.
That said, do not touch. It's all good.
Yeah, I made a completely different kind of error. My kids saw me playing Thief on the PS4 and started asking me about lockpicking. So I showed them a lockpicking YouTube video. So now they want to learn
Oh.
lockpicking.
Oh no. Yeah.
A little lockpick kit that's just been delivered, and I've been playing with it while we've been killing zombies. And I
Oh.
found it a fun hobby.
I have one, and it doesn't work real well except with the practice lock.
Yeah, I did have another lock lying around, and I after springing 3 practice locks, I was like, "Oh, this isn't too difficult." And I tried out a real lock, and I'm like, that's different."
Yeah, my tools were not made for. Maybe I just don't have the dexterity. I don't know, but it just did not work as well.
I think it's just learning to get a feel for the pins rather than
Yeah.
just using them randomly, which
Considering the
Fine.
practice lock, you can look at it and see, okay, there's pin, there's
no,
the pin.
it even came with little covers to cover the practice lock, so you can't see in it. And I've still been opening it, so I think it's just excessively easy to open the practice lock. But I just want a second-rate padlock to give a go on now, so keep an eye out for one of those.
Yeah, if you watch some of those lock picking videos, they make it seem so easy.
Do you watch the lockpicking lawyer? He's
Yep.
absolutely incredible. I
That's the
love
one.
it.
Yep. Yeah, I watched him,
Who doesn't watch him from time to time?
and I'm like, makes you fear for everything watching him.
Right? And who hasn't gone, do I need to change the locks on my house?
Oh, I've gone to the point of, is there any point changing the locks on my house?
Right?
The way it just churns through locks like my hot knife through butter. It's like, no.
How you doing, Mark?
I think we're there. We got how many characters? I got 5 players on the board. I don't think you'd killed the 2 zombies near you, Sorak, right?
No, they died when the
They
guy
blew up.
exploded.
Yes. Oh goodness! Don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. Do it another way. 12 and
Don't delete all of
18.
them, just the two.
12 and 18. 12 and 18. Oh, we'll do it, make it slightly harder but safer. Let's see, 12 and 18. 12 and 18. And where are you, 12? Where are you? Okay. And Tor, did you kill that one by you, or
No, I'm throwing away at him.
the will and way? Okay. I think we're good. Um, yeah, and you saw what happened. Yeah, you saw them lob a fire grenade. So, okay. Arista, I think you would skip you. We're gonna pop back to you. Go ahead.
Um,
There are not two zombies there. They are obliterated on the
Cinder.
ground. Yeah, cindered further.
and the other, groups of keep dudes, militia. Do they look like they need any help?
Well, you can't see either of them. I mean, within your visibility, you can see the wagons, which are now clear of any creatures, undead creatures. And
And the wagons contain children, right?
the two wagons, yeah, down by Tor, they contain.
And the other three wagons,
They are,
are those the dead horses?
yeah, dead horses. The wagons are destroyed or broken, or contents scattered around them.
And the zombie next to Tor is still alive.
You can't quite tell looking through the trees. You got a lot of tree there.
Well,
So
it's still undead, not re-dead.
maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna head toward Tor.
Okay. You can continue in the trees, move half rate, or you're gonna full out run.
I'm booking it.
Caution to the wind. Okay.
Yep.
Would be normally 60, 120. Half would be 60 feet. You can move another. You can get there and arrive with a whole bunch of negative AC. Okay.
Yep.
Sorak, you went. Alkias, you want to try the?
Trust
Well,
Tor.
my half action with
Oh, that's
my
right. I'm
haste
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
was I just wanted to try to scan, see where the most evil thing around me if I can. Because I know there were other creatures that I'm not seeing now. I had tunnel vision on this priest.
Right. It's hard to say. I mean, you can sort of sense evil to the due north of you. Nothing stands out like the priest did. How's that?
Okay.
You can
Okay.
sense.
Then,
Go ahead.
yeah. And on my next turn, I'm going to begin moving north.
Okay. And you get double actions for the next 2 more rounds, right?
2 more rounds. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Yes.
I move around the pyre and I try to move silently behind
Those.
zombie.
Those guys aren't
Yeah.
there
Those.
anymore.
They're not actually there. Here, I will very carefully delete token. Delete this token. Delete token. Delete this token. Whew. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then I think I will add to the first card here and try to open it, or if it's closed, I try to pick the lock
Okay.
to let the children out.
No, so those carts were more or less supply carts. So there are no occupants. The contents, the crates, mostly clothing that you can tell, is strewn
Ah,
about on the ground. The two carts with children are the one over by Tor, 270,
okay.
which you're much closer to too. So
I misunderstood.
yeah, no problem. I'm sure it
Okay,
wasn't clear.
then I walk over to the first one and open the cage.
Okay, so give me a dexterity check. Okay, you start to fumble about with the lock. It's not coming apart easily. It's quite rusted. And strangely warm. Let's see. Elkias, any
Wonderful.
more party members? I think I already went for the monsters. I'm not sure if this group went here though. They did not. Okay.
I assume the militiamen are not evil to us.
No.
Or-
So they're going to start coming up and assisting Tor, and these two are going to go ahead and start rounding the bend, looking for. Actually, he will too. I think he sent 2 men to help Tor, and only the first guy will get a chance to get there. And miss. And I think after all that delay, we're in the next round. Arista, you're up. You can take a
Okay.
step and swipe.
No, I'm not going to bother him. I'm going to try and get this cage or whatever it is open.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
If I have to, I'm going to beat at it until it pops open.
What are you going to beat at it with? Harsh words?
No, my staff. Oh, wait.
Okay, so the door. So Alkias has it right. There's a door at the back. It's a iron grating. So if you want to take a swing
Okay,
with
but
your
are there,
staff,
are there like wooden walls to the door? I mean, the
no,
door is iron, but is it?
it's open. I mean, it's grating, iron grating, open to the outside. It's essentially a cage for smaller creatures.
Okay, I'm going to put my staff in there and use it as a
Okay,
lever
sure.
to try and pop the sucker open.
You're going to try to pry it open?
Yep, anything to let those children out.
Okay, give me a strength check. If you fail, let me before you roll it. If you fail badly, you risk a chance of breaking your staff. And the roll to beat would be, we'll say, 21. If you roll under, say, 5 on the die, you risk breaking your staff. Oh, you took your shot. Oh, okay. It was a
Hey, it's almost 20.
valiant effort, but oh, it was supposed to be a strength check. But even if we,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's all right.
I just did.
It's the same die, so I'm taking 8 on the die. I doubt you have any strength modifiers, so you could add your level at best. But anyway,
I do have a strength modifier. Thank you very much.
oh, squeeze me.
-1.
No, it's a +1.
Woo!
Whoa! Watch out, burly woman.
All
Don't
right.
mess with Arista.
I'm just not a very pleasant person. Nobody really likes me. for
Besides
reasons.
the wizard trying to bend her staff with her muscles glistening in the air, in the
From the heat.
in the heat, yes.
From the big bonfire there.
You do see that there is one zombie left by the cart, being carefully taken care of by Tor and two other soldiers. What else is going on? You cannot see.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry,
I was wondering who you're talking to. Yeah, okay. No, I'm going to step around and see if I can figure out what. I'm going to leave that to Tor. I think he can cope with a zombie. How far can I move if I just run while looking for zombies across the middle of the map? So I want to run kind of this way, just looking around all the time to see if I can spot any zombies.
Well, you
Can I
can.
make it to the
Yeah,
just running?
four times your normal movement speed would be a full out run. That
So in
easily,
fact,
yeah, probably even there. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I don't see anything yet, I guess.
No.
Just looking around.
Well, yeah, you can barely see the creatures to the west. These zombies are currently sort of climbing this hill upwards towards the soldiers at the top of the hill. You see that much, I
But
think.
there's no other zombies around that I see.
Nope, not from.
Okay,
You could probably see one zombie up by the rocks to the east. We'll say.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
the
two
east.
groups,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
Yeah, the ones down to the west, which is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this rotated map is hurting my brain.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now.
If I wanted to get out an art tool and rotate it and then resave it to the right format, I could have done that, I suppose. You can't.
But where would be the
Oh,
fun
yeah.
in that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good.
It's not
Okay,
something
no,
that Fantasy Grounds does natively, surprisingly. So.
okay, no, I'm good then for my turn because it was just a run and I haven't got anything else left I can do.
Okay. Alkias, why don't you go and then we'll let monsters go.
I will try to open the lock, to pick the lock.
Oh, pick it again. Okay, go ahead. You just make that.
Okay, then I swing the door open and tell the children to
Go
run
over to the pretty
uh,
lady.
up. Oh yeah, to the nice lady or to the tree line.
Okay. They initially, as you were approaching and trying to pick the lock, they were actually, because of the sheer terror they've been experiencing and trauma for the last many minutes, they are actually sort of huddling against each other, trying to get away from the entrance. So they're actually on the other side of the wagon from you. So, but they do hear you. They do hear what you're saying, and they look
Out
sort of
here.
puzzled but still terrified.
Okay, just a heads up, just for the future. Open lock. If you can only make one attempt per lock, and then you can't try that again until
And the
you.
lock's busted.
Yeah, I thought about that, but what's the fun in it? Because eventually,
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, it's cool.
yeah, no, but I
That's
appreciate
what I
that.
said for the future.
Yep. No. No. Well, thanks for reminding me, though. I thought that was. I thought that might be a rule, but I figured, what the heck. And let's see. Okay, monsters need to go. Well, the other groups need to go. So let's do. There's 2 up here, and 4. Oh, that's good. It's not so good. And then 4. Wow. These have been some lucky monsters. They've been critting left and right. Let's see. So he is gone. Um, 6. Bear with me a second. 3. Okay. And one attack. Get 2 attacks. So that guy's gone. And this guy's gone. Oh no, 2 attacks. Okay, Tor. Trying to make you wait, but you're up.
All right.
Feeling good about this. No, Tor.
Yeah. I even changed the color of the dice, but it's not to be.
Oh, Tor.
So this Militiaman 9 kind of stops and looks at you, and he kind of says, "Hey, you want help?"
What you
Might
think?
as well. Apparently not going to be take care.
All right. Uh-oh.
He's not much help.
Yeah. Other guy says, "All right, look, fellas, stand back." And can I give him a bonus for the back? Even if I did, it's not enough. Okay, well.
A lot of smack talk going on the other side of that wagon.
The zombie somehow survived all these rounds. Okay, and then I think that was Tor, and then Sorak. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to run, and since I can do double movement right now,
Mhm.
that would be about 120 feet. So let me.
Well, normally, it would be 80 plus
Oh,
times
it'd be
twice. It'd be
80.
160.
Okay. So I could probably get to right here. That's all I'm trying to get to
Okay.
on just a run. And I need to catch my breath now. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to look around and probably hear the fighting up to the north. So that's where I'll head next turn.
All right. Baraton, why don't you go?
Okay, as I've spotted these zombies down to the south, off to the west, I'm just going to move a bit further here and then take a pot shot at the nearest thuggish zombie. The good news, when you deleted all the tokens, you cleared my target, so thank you for that.
Oh,
I will go back using black fletch stars,
okay.
even though it won't say anything wrong. Oh, but that's at his back as well, I guess.
Yeah, he's not paying any attention to you, so we'll call that a hit.
Cool.
The thing is, these things are very large, so they're all as tall as basketball players and as wide as football players. Let's do. I want Tor to have the glory, so we'll wait on the other men. Let's group to the south real quick. Let's see those guys, and then those guys. And oh goodness gracious. Five. Oh, come on, where did you go? Where did you go? Okay, you notice, Vartan, that these creatures below have sort of resulted to just staying put and lobbing those flesh fire grenades up the hill. And he is going to come in. Oh, he's dead. He's going to start pounding on him. Yes. He is gone. Okay, that's Vartan. Tor, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. All right. Okay, and that's my turn.
Right, Alkeus. The children
Oh,
seem.
you may want to look at the chat.
Oh, yes.
I will leave the children in Arista's care and would move as far as I can down the road to figure out who needs some help. How far could I run?
Up to 4 times your movement speed, your normal speed, so 120 feet.
Keys, where you going? I'm going to blow this lock up.
Shh, just blow it up.
You'll do fine. You'll do fine. How can I measure the distance in Fantasy Grounds? Yeah.
You click both mouse buttons at the same time where you want to start your measurement, and then slide it and let go to at the end of your measurement.
Okay. Here. Oops. Can't see the number. It's too small. I have to enlarge. No. Okay. For this direction. Okay. Okay. So there it is. I move down here. Okay. It's no one up north who needs any help anymore. I see.
Yeah, well, to your. To your right, you see there are 2 zombies left and many soldiers laying on the ground. And to your left, you see the lieutenant and 2 other men attacking the 3 creatures that are halfway up this hill, and then there are still 3 men at the top of the hill shooting down. So there is still a little bit, it's the remnants of the fight now. So
Okay, but since I already had my movement,
I mean, if
it's
you want to
next
adjust
one.
slightly, just towards the end of it, the last 30 feet or so.
I okay, I could shoot at them as well.
Not if you're dedicating your entire turn to running. That's all you're doing. It's just running.
Okay, then that's where I am now.
Okay. All right, Arista, are you going to melt the iron, or? I mean, that certainly would
No, that would probably hurt the children. I was trying to induce Elkias to come over and get the lock done so he wouldn't run away. And then that way I could let the children out. But clearly that's not happening. So my next question is the top of the cage also iron, or is it just the top of the wagon?
No, it is. So imagine they have built a thick iron cage with all 6 sides.
Well,
So,
you are no fun.
and rested on the back of a wagon and slapped on a door.
Well, that is no fun. Okay.
Just fireball it. I'll sort it out.
Well,
One way or the
I
other.
wonder-
Problem
I wonder
solved.
if I can be allowed to creatively use my fireball.
It's going to involve a check, and it's going to be a difficult target if that's where you're going.
Okay. Okay. So, assuming that I have to conjure a fireball in my hands before I can throw it, right?
Yeah, it's sort of something like that. Yeah. I don't know. What's
So
the description
instead,
for?
Could I put my hands on either side of the lock and conjure it right there between my hands and let it just melt the lock?
Yeah, that's actually. I think it's burning hands or something like that. There's actually a spell for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, burning
All
hands
right.
is what you're trying to do.
Okay. Okay. I won't do it. I'm gonna try prying at that lock again then.
Okay. You could. For what it's worth, you could make a succeed on an intelligence check, and if you beat it,
Well, I don't want to actually throw fire at the children who have already been traumatized by fire.
okay. Very noble of you. Oh, you're just gonna try. Hey, why
It did
not?
not go well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're trying. Lost my combat tracker, Sorak. There are still
Okay.
targets.
Yep. And to the north, let me see. What do I see? I am going to begin heading to the north.
Okay.
You mean the east?
No, Vartan, hang on a second. I'm gonna fix this. Well, I was mistaken. The road turned here and went away from the river for just a little bit. So hold on.
Our compasses suddenly shift dramatically. We
Yeah.
feel a little giddy and fall to the ground.
There we go.
Some magnetic sense in our body twisting.
Yeah. Everyone make a constitution check for the sudden polarity shift, magnetic polarity shift.
Yes.
All right, sorry. Go ahead,
No.
Sorak. To the north. To the north.
To the north. Yes. Trying to get an idea on my distance here.
Now, are you still hasted? Is this, or was that last
This
round?
is my last round of haste. So basically, I just
Could
want to
hasten
get
over
up
here
to
and I
here.
can hasten you.
My double move as a run. This glowy-eyed zombie. I don't like pull-ups of him. But I don't think I can do anything else after that.
Well, how many feet did you move? Did you move 40 feet?
Oh, I moved definitely more than 40.
Okay. Because you could call that a charge.
Yeah. I cannot seem to get my measurements to work. Now, of course, they work. It is, that's a 90 feet. It's using my double move.
Um,
Double move, if it's charged.
So it'd still be kind of a run.
hmm.
That's the end.
I don't recall if monster at this round. Shoot. Let's go to next round. Not a lot left here.
I think they did because there were 2 militiamen up with those northern zombies at the start of the round, and now
They're gone. Yeah. Okay. All right, Arista. We'll call this the last round based on time here. So what do you want to do? Still going to try to free the kids?
I do. I gotta free the children.
Okay.
You said 21, right?
Wow. Was that for this check?
Yeah, I rolled the strength check to break
Yeah,
the
for the
lock.
Okay.
prying the.
Oh, that was for the staff because it has leverage.
Yeah, exactly.
You know why not? Because eventually you'd get it open anyway. So okay, you get it open. Are you going to try encouraging the children to come out?
Yes, I'm going to have all of the children come out and we're going to go hide out under the trees.
Okay. They were less fearful, less panicked than the other carts, so they will start to follow you out.
Excellent, and I hope by them following me, the other cart will follow me too.
All right, Alkeus.
Who is in more trouble? I shout over to Sorak, are you fine or do you need a hand?
I'm fine.
Okay, then I'll head to the left side of me. Just
Head
see.
south. Yeah, you're gonna have to skirt
Yeah.
around. Yeah, that direct. So you're gonna have to skirt around the wagon. So wouldn't be able to get a charge. Well, could you get a charge? I suppose you could, because you've got at least 40 feet in a direct line there. 40 or 50 feet.
Okay, then I would indeed charge, and the only one not engaged would be this guy. Okay. And let's do some justice.
And so you know, when you do a charge, you're giving up AC, right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Famous last words there.
Ooh, did not need it. All right. Go ahead.
Was he aware of me?
Nope.
So he would I be able to do a back attack because he was headed the other direction, the opposite direction, facing the opposite direction?
Yeah, I believe with Thief, you don't really need any other conditions. You just need to have their back.
This is very fine. Okay. And this grants me
Good to be the rogue.
plus. So. Oh!
Holy
Critical hit.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. So
Wow.
it's
Oh,
double
wait a minute. Okay.
damage. Left.
Yeah, so hold on.
Yep.
So you get one attack, but it's essentially both a charge and a back attack because he's not aware of you. So you just get the first roll, but you get the damage from a back attack, right? Because it's what, double damage, right?
Double damage, and the critical hit is again double the damage, or
No, I'm saying that you only get the one roll. It was the first roll, right? You got the 19 on the die. I see two rolls from you, right?
okay.
So I see the 19 plus 3, and then I see the back attack plus 4.
So, I hit twice.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So.
Okay, then it's the first attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's okay. 16
Right.
as a back attack.
It's close enough. We'll call him. Delete this token. Okay, you essentially obliterate that guy, and then Sorak. So we'll just go ahead and complete the charge that you started last round.
Okay. Let me get locked on him.
It's
And
quarter to 20. Can't believe.
I'm going to roll to smack him. And that's a miss.
But that's not including the charge bonus, right?
No, that's not including. Correct.
So it's plus 2 more would be 17. So I believe that is a hit. Let me double check. It just hits.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. And Tor.
I'm gonna run toward the thuggish zombie number 2. I'm gonna full out run that direction.
Okay. Yeah, all the
I
actions
won't be able
now.
to get there, but
On the other side of the camp now. All right, I'll let you go there, and then anybody not going? Vartan.
Okay, I'm going to step a little closer around the tree there, and then again take a shot at thuggish zombie number 2 with the blackfish stars. No.
And you rolled under 4, so roll a. There are roughly six targets.
I didn't see Lieutenant Brock underneath my arrow. Oof, okay.
Sorry.
Unfortunate for him.
So roll a 1d6.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Militiaman 12 gets an arrow flung in. Can you roll another attack?
And let me remove my target and just roll.
Ouch. Okay, well. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Ooh,
That's the way to do it. That's the way we do
just
it.
winged him a bit.
Yeah. But he's probably not gonna have breakfast with you anytime soon.
Oh, come on. At least it's not a harpoon through the shoulder twice.
That's true.
The memories.
Okay, I think that was it. Now we're at the time here. We're a little over actually. Do you want to finish this out, or should we pick this up next session?
I'm up for finishing it if we can. Because
I cannot.
You cannot.
okay.
I would normally. I mean, at this point, I would just kind of call it good. But the problem is, there's one guy out here that's just kind of a heavy guy.
The guy I'm probably in front of.
Yeah. So he will not go down terribly easy. Otherwise, I just call it good. But so let's just pick it up here. We'll finish a couple more rounds, I think, and then we'll pick it up next session.
No, that's cool for me. We take it next session.
Yeah.
Now, next session is right in the middle of a holiday weekend in the U.S. Is that going to matter for anyone?
Oh,
No.
is it Labor Day?
Yes.
Yes.
Labor
it
Day
is.
weekend.
And there is a small chance we will be out of town. So why don't we sync up on the boards, so to
Okay.
speak.
Yeah.
And I will be gone on September, let me jump forward, 18th.
Oh, that's good, because so will we.
Okay.
It's my father's birthday.
Right, Mark, you caught that this morning, that 18th is that meeting?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure we're going, but okay. Oh, you got.
I'll be flying to New York, so yeah.
Oh, well, safe travels.
I don't want to go, but
They
that's
got
what I gotta
COVID
do.
there. That's why I picked it up.
I got COVID in New York as well. Not recommended.
Wow.
So it sounds like we're just not recommending traveling to New York.
They're very unfriendly. The last time I was there, they
They are very
were
unfriendly.
very happy lot.
Yes,
Oh,
they
I did.
are.
I did also get some people try and scam me into giving them money for CDs. Well, I say scam. There was some mild threat of force involved as well, but I just basically shoved the CD back at the chest and then stomped off while they shouted obscenities after me. So it's like,
No kidding.
okay.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise you.
No. Thankfully, I'll only be in the city for a couple hours. The rest of the time, I'll be in Long Island.
Very cool.
Nice. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
won't
where
be
they-
part of it. It'll probably be like 12, 16-hour days. So, oh well. So, till next time.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
See you guys.
Time.
Also,
So
next time would be the 11th. If you're on vacation next Sunday, or did I understand?
Yeah, right, exactly. If we're not available next weekend, then we'll just play again on the 11th. But
Okay.
I think it's 50-50 right now whether we'll be here next weekend. So
Okay.
okay.
Thanks for jamming. See you next time.
Yep. Thank you.
See you.
See you guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks.
Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Thanks.